The family of a grandfather who waited 8 hours for an ambulance after having a stroke say they want to know why he had to wait so long for help. 66-year-old Robert Llewellyn from Rhondda is still in hospital, yet to regain his speech, his ability to swallow and the use of one side of his body. Long waits for ambulances can happen because of a number of different pressures in the NHS. But whatever those reasons, stroke doctors have told this programme that getting treatment quickly is crucial for patient outcomes. Katie Fenton reports.
When a stroke strikes, the damage spreads like a fire in the brain. When you spot any single one of these signs, think and act fast.
It's advice we've all become familiar with.
The faster you act, the more of the person we save.
But for Cameron Spiller, it's a painful reminder of what didn't happen when his grandfather, Robert Llewellyn, had a stroke.
Him and my grandmother, they went to bed, as they normally do, and my grandmother basically stated that she felt like he was sort of in a dream, like as if he was playing football. His legs started shaking, and it was not until later on that evening when she went to shake him to sort of wake him up because he was getting so bad that she realised that part of his face had actually drooped, which obviously at that point she knew it was a stroke.
So she acted fast and called 999, but it would be 8 hours before an ambulance arrived. The stroke left Robert unable to speak, swallow or move one side of his body, and he remains in hospital.
It's horrible. There's no words that could describe it to how we actually feel. And going to the hospital and seeing him as bad as he is, now we're all questioning whether he's that bad because of the extent of the stroke or whether the ambulance time has actually had an effect on his rehabilitation process.
According to stroke doctors, it's likely they did.
When someone has a stroke, there's not enough blood getting to a part of the brain. And we know for every minute that happens, almost 2 million brain cells are dying. So you can see why we're not talking about you can wait hours, you can wait till tomorrow. If you need treatment for that kind of stroke, you need that treatment immediately. The treatments we have a time window. And within that time window, the earlier we give the treatment, the greater the possibility that that person's going to be left without those life-changing disabilities.
But that window had long passed by the time Robert made it to hospital. The Welsh Ambulance Service said it's deeply sorry about his experience and it knows how distressing this must have been. It said hospital handover delays, an increasing number of life-threatening 999 calls, staff absence and COVID-19 have led to some very long waits for some patients. It said it sincerely regrets these delays and is working with health boards and the Welsh Government to make improvements. But while Robert lived, his family are now questioning what kind of life he's been left with as a result of the delay.
To see him go from like the sort of bubbly, happy man he was to then to what he is now after having a stroke, it's completely heartbreaking for all of us. It's horrible. We all just want answers of why he was waiting for so long.